What is going on, guys, and welcome back to some more Super Auto Pets. We're gonna be playing in some arena mode. Without further ado, let's get on into it. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday. We've had a break from Super Auto Pets for a little bit of time. Some things have changed. I don't remember all the things that have changed, so apologize. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So we are going to be rocking a fish, definitely. I don't really care for either of our two other options, and we're going to be forced to run a horse, I do believe. Or we can sack off for a better build, so let's actually do that. I think at this time being, we really want an extra otter. I will take an ant, however, because it's going to be the best that we're going to get, and we're going to be undetected warriors because we are going to be losing our first round. There's no doubt in that. Listen, there's no doubt in that. Most importantly here, we're playing for the long game. Gotta know that. I hopefully have adjusted my fast forward speed to be ever so slightly faster. And here is a dream, actually. And roll me once. We're going to have the fish on deck for next round, and we're going to end it right there. It's not a bad place to be. Now, it kind of hurts because I believe what we want to do is we want to sell off both of our beavers to make way for two new teammates before we stack our fish. That way we can get hopefully the best buff out of it. Also, excuse me, that's another loss real quick. Early game losses aren't horrible, but now we're going to be getting into the real meat and potatoes, so to speak. So we are going to ditch one, ditch twice, roll me once. I do see the potential. I do see the potential. Then we have fish come in. Fish come in. And I do like me a bunny rabbit, but I don't think we're going to get there this round. We'll freeze it for potential. And I do like a good spider, but this is going to fill our roles. We're going to likely lose our flamingo, so I guess I will freeze a spider for next round. And we will contemplate killing the spider as well as the flamingo to see if we can get a better unit. It's a little bit of risky-disky, but, you know, that is sometimes just how you gotta play. Also, our peacock kind of slaps, so excuse me. Pardon me coming through. Okay, here we are now. So we have bunny rabbit coming in. We're going to pull our flamingo to get better stats on what is realistically these two units, because these are hopefully going to be what our build centers around. Okay. It appears that we have broken the game because our peacock is dead but not dead. Very interesting graphical bug there. Okay. We are going to bring in the spider, and I think this is an interesting situation where we want to beehive on one of these units to buff them. So I will take a buff on the bunny just for an extra health and roll it. And I'm just doing that because I don't really want to... I didn't want to roll one more time and then have to sit on it anyways. So although it's not a huge gain, it's not a huge loss. Also, it appears that our flamingo has fixed itself, thankfully. Unsure why it did that. And we're going to be coming away with an easy dub here, I believe. Yep, there it is. Fish come back into the fray. That's okay. You know, I do love a good salad, but I hope it doesn't land on our spider. And I do also love a good garlic, so I think we're just going to go with a good old 1-2 punch. Hate to see that it landed on the spider. Roll me once here. I do think that we're going to want to pivot out from the ant momentarily. So, deal 2 hurt, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. 1 damage to a friend behind, which would get peacock to do something. Or we can just buff. We can just buff around ourselves. And I think right now the buff would be pretty okay on the bunny rabbit, because that's not a negative for us. And end turn there. The spider can still yield us a badger, or which would only then benefit the peacock, that is. There's the badger that we spoke of. Gonna be a little too late, and we're gonna draw, but that's okay. Just shows the potential of pufferfish. But a loss like that just means scaling. I do think I'm gonna take you. And I will also take you. And I think it is objectively a good idea to bring the crab in. And we'll roll that, because our peacock really isn't bad for where it is at this stage of the game. And the crab is definitely a temporary unit, but it gets us by and can take down some easy trades like that. Badger sucks, dude. But our honey badger was strong enough, or our honey strong enough to persevere. Now here we are. Early scorpion is an interesting thing. Level 2 tier 3 pet as a 2/2. Interesting. Level 2 tier 3 pet. So that means I can basically self-get. I think at this stage of the game, then we want to sell our fish due to limiting dividends and bring in the scorpion. And we can just have a buff scorpion, dude. End turn. You have potential. I also see that the worm does have even more potential technically because of the bunny rabbit buff, but excuse me that I just swapped that team like nothing. That just happened, dude. Roll once. I love an upgrade on our bunny friend. I will take the risk on that, and I don't see the benefit of killing now, unfortunately. So I think I just take the raw benefit on the peacock. Put him one closer. Spider's a little scary right now. I don't really want to be sticking around with a spider, so I'm hoping to get something better soon. Yikes at that hippo. Good thing we have a strong peacock. Does pay dividends after all. And we're really looking for that extra bunny. I will also accept that as an option. So now, where does this put us? Well, good question. I think having a hippo with splash is pretty dirty, so we might want to do that. Because it's not that much of a downgrade from what we already have, and it keeps us moving forward with better units. So that's a move. I don't know if that was the right move. You guys can tell me down in the comments if you guys would have done the same thing, but I think we need to get away from that spider before it bit us in the butt. And the hippo did literally nothing for us. That sucks, dude. That's a hard loss. But here we are, shooting the moon for future potential. Attack second enemy for 5, or attack for 5 more damage. Either way, I think we need to get something popping here. I just see that as a net positive, and then garlic armor. Okay, whatever that does, whatever that does, it does something. Hurt, give friend behind +1/+2. I mean, that would have been good. I'm also thinking of changing our arrangement because a lot of people, you know what? We'll play where it lies. Play where it lies, lads. Would like to see a slightly better arrangement. Excuse me, that was probably the snipe of a lifetime. And we were taking a fat L on this one. Where does that put us in the power rankings? Pretty not good. Okay, well, level 2 unit. We then, I suppose, sell you. Get the buffs all the way around. A 9 scorpion is kind of sick. Level 2 and level 3 friends get the boost, which is kind of sick. And then we're going to follow that up with buffing the scorpion again. Like, at this point, it just needs to be overpowered. I'm thinking it's okay to run it in the front. but I think I'm also going to sack off the penguin to maybe clear some melon armor if I have to or something. I don't know. It's just the feeling I'm getting. It would have been best to just run the scorpion in the front. My bad. And are we going to lose all out here? Just all out loss? All out loss, dude. It was not a bad build, but that is what it is. Okay, so we'll stack this up, and I actually like the starting lineup. Dream team on deck. So we're gonna get right back into it with a quick start. Take a sip of my soda. And I think if there's one thing I could have changed about that last run, probably would have gone back and taken the worm. The worm with the bunny seems like it might be able to work. By some stretch of the imagination, it might be able to work. Set us up for triple ant and triple fish. Not a bad start. So I think we stacked ants first for the potential of getting a unit that we might actually want to keep longer term. And then, excuse me, horses, you have no right to have won. And then I also like the swan. So this is how this rolls, right? We see if we want to keep this guy. Bunny rabbit. We do in fact want to keep you, right? We like this. We like this opportunity for improvement. That comes in, right? So next turn, we can benefit greatly. We're going to unfreeze you because that's realistically what's going to happen. We're going to roll once more for potential. And somehow, some way that happened. So, okay, I will gladly take that. And we end turn. That gives us a level 2 swan, a level 2 ants, and a bunny rabbit right now. And the ants, I don't know if it's long for this world. Also, why is that horse long for this world? Just saying. Good trade, though. I'll take that any day. Blowfish. I do like me a good blowfish, but I can't obviously get it into the playing field before the buff comes in. We like something better. Kangaroo. Kangaroo is kind of dope, but I don't think right now it's where we not need to be. So I think right now we bring this guy in, and I also think we roll for some food potential. And we don't really get it. We end turn. Is this an optimally placed squad? Not particularly. We probably could have moved the ant forward. At least gotten a little bit better of a land on him, but that's okay. What's it mean? I think we still come away with a dub. We do. And at least that starts getting those trophies ticking for us. We do have a pill. We have a pill that can be done on the ants. And I think we might want to take it. I think we might want to take it for the potential of bringing in better units. Yeah, we are going to do that, even though it is effectively getting rid of one of my best units for the sake of my swan is now god tier. And yeah, this is happening. Then we nuke you. And I mean, the 10-10 is kind of sick. I don't like what's going on with the glitchy overlays. And I will buff. I mean, Blowfish isn't here forever, so something like that. I think we bring Blowfish up. And excuse me for whatever's going on with the graphical overlays. I want the Blowfish up front so that he can get hit first. He can deal damage to whoever, kind of weaken the pack. I want Swan towards the end, more of a sweeper. And everything else in between doesn't really matter as much. There's not strategy there. And holy clap, dude. Alright, we are a little bit behind the curve, apparently. And then, where do we go from here? Well, I guess we want to take easy stack as well as easy stack. We still have 2 lives left. Push comes to shove, but I would hope to not need to use them yet. That's a dastardly peacock play. Easy sweep. And thankfully we didn't need to pull out our B-strats. And now here we are with the Earthworm Jim. He is a potential. And by that, I mean that is exactly what we're going to be rolling, given the chance. So we need to do a little extra stacky on this boy. Get him to start popping off. And maybe roll something like that. Now, I am also willing to take any swan that decides to show itself up, just for a tier 3. And our units are kind of starting to level out. Worm's going to be a while before it really pops, but apparently the rest of our team doesn't need it there. Easy dub. I will take a garlic on the bunny. We are going to freeze the bison because that's going to be coming into play pretty soon. And unfortunately, we're not going to have the potential there. Both of these I want. However, because of the benefit, I think we take our chances here with a double. I freeze that for next round, see what happens. Freeze that for next round, see what happens. And we're hoping for a swan. No swan. Discount food by 1 gold. So we could just buy a ton of stuff. I think that's what we're rolling. We're going to get rid of the giraffe next round. We're going to bring the squirrel in, and we're going to go full bore food. We've been kind of waiting for this to happen, or this to be able to happen. And I'm hoping this is going to be the run that we can make it work for us. The hippo is scary, dude. Thankfully, we didn't need to see it happen. So our little giraffe friend is gone. Fortunately, we don't get the benefit right now. But I'm going to hopefully buff this worm to the moon. That's sick. And who do we want to lose here? Change here? Do anything here? Not really here. So I guess we still drop this like it's hot. And the dude's already striking for over 20. So he should be... Oh, hello. That's a really sucky melon armor. That sucks. That sucks. Sorry. I thought I was way more prepared for that situation than I actually was. In every actual rendition of the situation. Ideal. Yeah. Yeah, you go here. You do things. Roll me. Like to see that. What do we want to do with this situation? Well, I think, unfortunately, we got to roll it. I will gladly take this and a bison to replace the fish. No, that's not the move, dude. We get that benefit. Friend ahead. I mean, this is all or nothing. Food me, baby. I'm gonna freeze that for options next round, but I'm kind of overwhelmed. We have the food dream. I mean, we're striking for 27, and we trade immediately, which is scary. Live to fight another day, please and thank you. I want to get rid of this fish, but I don't think I can afford to do so. Again, scary. Food with health and attack effects are doubled. This is when we can justify it all. I mean, the food dream is this team, basically. Like, I don't see how this could get any more insane than it already is. Like, I just don't understand how this could get any more nuts than it already is. We're gonna roll once and hope for a splash food. We don't get a splash food, but I will take this anyways. And what unit? I mean, you can take the attack. You hit hard, dude. Rock them. Absolutely. This worm, just rock them. The food build, if this doesn't work, it's never going to work. Mistakes have been made, but the mistakes were by the enemy team. Just saying. Okay, so here we are now with a new take on life. Which of these do we really want? Nothing. None of the above. Do we get any benefit from any of these guys coming back? Not really. Other than the fact that it's one food. So I think in this niche situation, we might want to... Well, he's not going to be able to hit any harder. So I'm going to swap bone attack. Because he's going to get a +1/+1 anyways. Or +2/+2 anyways. We then put bone on you. Space it out. I'm going to give myself another avenue here for success. Give 2. Yeah, we take both of these. And in every scenario, it's just glory. Glory all the way around. Send it home. Again, this is the food build. This is the food build that we've been hoping and dreaming for everything to happen for. It's finally coming to fruition. It's probably not as good as I always thought it would be, but dude, does it feel good? Dude, does it slap? Does it slap? Yes. Yes, it slaps. Did it take everything in my power for it to actually happen? To do anything whatsoever? Yes. It took way too much setup. Already at 50 health over there, my guy? I don't really want any of this, unfortunately. I think we gotta roll it and hope we get a spread. Spread me? Okay, I will take this. Now, where do I want to put this? I get most benefit on the squirrel, I think. Just getting him up to a realistic level. It's scary, dude. Like, we're riding this out and really hoping that it pays off. But it very much might not. Dude. He hits hard. I hit harder. I'm just hoping to outscale everyone else, literally and metaphorically, of course. Okay, that happened. That did good things. This can do good things. The worm is basically maxed at this point. So then we are also going to, I guess, put this on Bunny. Freeze it. Freeze it. Okay, hope we live to fight another day, because we will get the max refresh on those two. You have some nasty stacks though. This is it. There's no way we're walking away from this. Ah, dude. We had lined up the ideal food build and it didn't work out for us. But we finally got to see how much it can slap and how good it is. But there's hard counters. There are hard counters for the food build. Anyways, guys, super glad that you were able to see this with me, because it was kind of sick to see the worm pop off like it did. It is doable. It is definitely doable. But this game, man, they play you dirty. Anyways, guys, that's where we're going to be calling this one. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you did enjoy the episode, I would appreciate it if you left a like, subscribe if you want more content like this. Anyways, guys, as always, this has been your host, TheLostYeti, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode on the channel. See you guys then.